Okay, artists, we are going to be making our clay houses. Our first job with our clay is we want to flatten it. Okay, we want to make a great surface for our texture. So to do that, I am going to take it in my hand and squish it a little bit. Might move my hand around. See how I squish this side and over here? I'm just going to do this a couple times. It's still thick, so then I'm going to set my clay onto my burlap. It's important that it's on here. If it's just on the table, it's going to stick. So I'm going to put it on here, and I'm going to use my palm and my muscle, and I'm going to flatten it. And I'm going to move my hand around. Okay. I might even turn my burlap so I can squish over here. And this requires my muscle, okay? And it's going to require your muscle too. Now the trick is we don't want it to be too thin, because if it's too thin, I can't use any of my tools to push into it. So I'm going to look at it. Do you see how that got thinner? That's the perfect thickness, okay? It's not, ooh. Do you see how it's a little thin over here? That's okay in this spot, but I don't want it all to be that way. So this looks good. And it's kind of a unique shape. So I'm going to decide, do I want it to be this way? Do I want to turn it? I think I want it to be like this. Now it's ready for my texture tools. And we're going to use things that you see all the time, like I have some popsicle sticks, a pencil, Legos, because they make some really cool textures. You might have a bottle cap or two. And I'm going to be using these wood clay tools. So remember, we're making a house, and you're going to decide how you want to do that. I think for me, I'm going to use my popsicle stick, and if I just press into it, it made a line. So I might do that a couple times in a row to make my house. And I'm not pressing too hard, because if my tool goes all the way through, that'll make a hole. And I don't want to do that. Okay, so that's on my popsicle stick. It's one way to use it. I'm going to put some windows, and I think I'm going to use my Lego. Oh my gosh, look at that. Put some windows in here. I need a roof. So to do the roof, remember, it's all about the textures. This kind of created a cool texture, and I'm actually going to fill in my roof with that really cool texture. Being careful. Might need to go over my lines again. Okay, I'm missing a door. I think I'm just going to draw that in. I can use my pencil. Now my pencil, I can use this side. That just makes tiny holes. Or I can use the other side. That's going to make a bigger circle. Now, my house is done. I have some room for extras. I might put a tree. I might put a little pathway. For my pathway, I'm going to use the side of my popsicle stick just to kind of create a little path, some steps, and then I definitely want a tree. So I'm going to use, just thinking here about what I want. I don't think I want it to be that big. I'm going to use this for the tree. Wow, that made a really cool kind of trunk. And then maybe I'm going to use the other side of my pencil to make like the bushy part of the tree. Now remember, yours does not need to look like mine. You're going to have some different ideas. I know they're gonna be great. Might put some stars in my sky. I don't have a lot of sky room, but I'm gonna put a few. And I'm gonna kind of texture the ground. Okay. Another reminder, I'm not pressing too hard because I don't want it to go all the way through. So this is going to be our only step for today. Your house and then whatever extras you can fit in. When you're done, you're going to raise your hand because a teacher is going to come over. And this is a job for the teacher, and they're going to write your name in the back. Okay. And then we will set it on the tray to dry. And next week we'll add color.